Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm a hillbilly. Hey guys, welcome back. And here we go with this hillbilly carve. All right. Got to get our vacuum cleaner nozzle situated. Okay, we've got the saber-tooth straight bit. And we're going to start by outlining this hat. And we're just going to trace the hat around and start carving that hat back. That's what we're going to do, guys. This is pine we're dealing with. Make your cuts in a couple passes. You don't want to bind up that bit and snap that flex shaft cable. So we're just going to, in this video, basically we're just going to be working on this hat. There's a lot of wood to remove. Remember, this is a 2 by 2 inch square wood. Okay. So, yeah, most of this video is going to be shaping this hat. We might get into the face a little bit. Yep. So thanks for subscribing, guys. Last time I checked, I think we were up to 480 something. 483, I think it was, something like that, people subscribed, which is awesome. Never thought I'd see that many people subscribe to my channel. I don't know. I guess I just never expected that many people. But hey, I'm happy that you guys are all subscribed and you're liking what we're doing here on the Just Carve Rob channel. We've got another spirit fish that we cut out, but I figured we'd take a break from the spirit fish and carve a hillbilly. You see that? My bit started sliding out on me. I think we'll change over to the flame burr anyway. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on that, guys. Sometimes those bits will start moving out on you, and you got to pay attention to it because it'll get way out there and start shaking, and then all kinds of bad things can happen. So always keep an eye on your bit. You know, kind of keep it in your mind's eye of how much you left sticking out, and because they will creep out on you sometimes. They will. Just happened to be I caught that saber-tooth taper burr, man. It was working its way out of that collet. Shaping the hat. We sped this up a little bit. We're going 2 times the speed. That's all my editing program will let me go. But yeah, otherwise you kind of got to get the idea, the picture of the hat in your head and just start working on it. Get it shaped where you want it. So we're trying to angle the top back because we got the hat angled backwards. So we kind of want to make the, I don't even know what you call that part your head actually sits into the hat. But you want to kind of make that angled back too because the rest of the hat's going to be angled back. And he's a hillbilly anyway. Hat so old it's all drooped over and faded and all that good stuff like that. And so yep, it's just going to be a bunch of hardcore wood removal here. Should probably get me some of them big 1/4 inch burrs like those guys, like Jordy and those guys have got for my my 726 Dremel, which is an industrial grade Dremel. It's got the heavier flex shaft on it, all that good stuff. But it does spin a lot slower than the regular Dremel. So, but with the bigger burr, I could also remove a lot more material. So, but I didn't. I stuck with the 1/8 inch saber tooth burr, coarse flame burr thing here. And we'll just whittle it down. That's all part of the process. Is right. We got the vacuum cleaner on. You can see it sucking them chips in there pretty good. Yeah. It still makes a mess though. So I'll have to go back and clean up the workbench before we do another part to this video here. So yeah, it's been a hoot. Last couple days we carved the spirit fish. Now we're carving a hillbilly. Got all kinds of that. We got it tomorrow. I think we'll finish this hillbilly, but we have got to start a new stick. Yes, a new walking stick. Got a walking stick and a cane. Got to make. So, got to decide which one I want to do first. Maybe I'll flip a coin. They're both going to be highly detailed and carved. So, it really don't matter which one we start with. But we got to get one of them started. Hopefully tomorrow. I think because the cane has to be put together, you know, the handle part and then I guess you'd call it the leg. Since that's got to be put together, maybe we'll do that first. Even if we don't get to carving it, we'll get it so that it's ready to be carved. And then maybe I think that's the way to go. We'll just we'll get both the stick and the cane. You know, we turned it down on the router. We'll do that, and we'll get them both ready to be carved tomorrow. Yeah, I think that might be a way to go after we get the hillbilly carved. I'm hoping it won't take that long to finish him up. So, love carving these hillbillies. It's just a hoot to carve them. Hey, you get something funny to put on your shelf when you're done, or sell, or whatever you want to do with it. Yep. Hillbillies are fun to carve, guys. Too much fun. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Staying safe, staying home, washing your hands, all that good stuff that they tell us to do. Sooner or later, I got to get the oil changed on the truck and all that good stuff with that. And I don't know. Really hasn't been much going on other than carving. See, a lot of people like my wood spirit fish. Thank you. I think he's pretty neat. Right now, he's sitting on top of the flower Jordy sent me. Actually, he's sitting up there looking at the flower. Yep. See any good TV shows? I've been watching that Westworld. It's on HBO, Westworld. I don't know if you guys remember the old Westworld back in the 80s. They came out with a remake of it from the 70s. It's about a western town that has androids, robots that are created like humans, and you can go into gunfights and brothels and bars and all that kind of stuff in the old West. It's pretty cool. But then again, I like sci-fi, so if you don't like sci-fi, you probably won't like Westworld. But yeah, I like that stuff. So, well, if you like sci-fi so much, Rob, why haven't you carved any sci-fi characters? Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I've carved aliens and I've carved robots. That's sci-fi, right? I've carved spy beavers, I guess. Kind of sci-fi. But to get back to the carving here, you can see that hat starting to get shaped out there pretty good. So remarking our lines in the hat. Yeah. Starting to come around. Starting to look like a hat, I think. Still way too big. I'm going to keep bringing that down. The hat is too big, guys. Oh, you're starting to cut the nose in. Yep. Working on that nose. Get it cut back up underneath that hat. Yeah. So we're using that flame burr. Nice thing about the flame burr is it's got that taper. So as we plunge in to where we're going to have our nose, it's automatically rounding the nose over for us because the flame burr is tapered. So remember that because it is tapered. So stay outside your lines, guys, if you're using a flame burr. See how that round burr, that flame burr with the taper has already started rounding that nose over for us? That's pretty cool, right? Man, I can't wait to get back out in the woods and do some walking around and find some different wood and stuff to bring home and carve. We have got tons of popple and birch trees around here, and oak. There's some walnut trees. But according to the tree map, I looked it up online, there's supposed to be basswood trees in this area. So I'm going to have to make sure I get a good picture of a basswood tree and take it with me and look for basswood trees. So hopefully I'll find some. And if I can find basswood trees, I'm sure I can find broken branches and stuff, basswood branches. So we've had quite high winds around here. I'm sure I can find them and drag them out to my truck and put them in a truck and bring them home. And then I will be having some good sized basswood I can carve. Run it through my bandsaw, block it up, let it dry. Now you see what I'm talking about with the nose, guys? It's coming out pretty good, just like that, due to the angle on the flame burr. Yeah. It cut the nose back up underneath the hat for me. And we'll work on fine-tuning all the thicknesses of the edge of the hat as we go along through this guy. And we'll keep shaping that hat and all that good stuff like that there. Get it worked around and around and up and down, and we'll be working all over the place tomorrow on this thing. It's good to get into just to carve something fun. Of course, it seems like everything I carve is fun. I haven't got any complaints on anything I've carved as far as it being tedious or stressful or anything. The only thing that stressed me out on that fish was those eyes, because it just didn't want to hold. The cedar didn't want to hold the detail. And I don't have no plastic eyeballs like somebody, Jordy at Carving Fusion, where I could have just drilled 2 holes and done. Okay, guys, looks like we're going to wind up this video here and call this one good. We're getting into that 15-minute range. Yeah, so hope I didn't just ramble too much for you. Hope you're getting something out of this this carving of this hillbilly guy here. It seems like I spend more time editing and rewatching my editing than I do actually carving anymore. Hey, if we made that a girl, that could almost be a bonnet, right? Okay. I'm washing my hands of this mess. Yep. All right, guys. So share, subscribe, like, stay awesome, carve something awesome, and we will catch you guys on the next one. All right? Bye.